So this is sort of a breastfeeding update, and I'll explain why it's sort of here in a minute. So when I went back to work, I had one pump. Actually, I had two. I used one. And it was a Medela. Sorry, it's a little messy. He was eating on it earlier. It's the only reason it's messy. Alright, so basically, sorry. Alright. So basically, to hook it up, we had 4 pieces all together. To hook it up, I screwed it in. And there's this piece, which you can see it's broken. It doesn't work anymore. Actually, I don't think you can really tell it's broken. It is, like, right in here. It's not supposed to be cracked like that. Anyways, got that part in like this. And then you plug the cord in like that, and then it plugged into the wall. All in all, it's pretty quick to put together. Took me about 20 minutes to pump. Actually a little longer, 25 to 30 minutes with just this one. And then I don't think I have another Medela bottle out, but I would have this piece, which is the manual, and I lost the handle to it. It had a really nice handle. It just flipped in the top, and then I screwed this in, and their handle went up here. And that was pretty quick. Once I started using these two together, it was about 20 minutes. This is actually broken. It doesn't work anymore. So, I wanted a double electric because I thought it would be easier. And so, so I got a Simplice pump, which is supposed to be super comfortable, super amazing. I don't know, there were some good reviews. It was either really good or really bad. And I figured there were enough good reviews I would go ahead and get it. It was pretty quiet. It wasn't a horrible pump. I mean, to start off with. There's a transition period that they tell you to be careful of. And I was like, okay, you know, it takes about 10 days to get used to it if you've been using another pump. So I was like, alright, well, it doesn't hurt, but here are all the pieces. You have this. When it comes in a bottle this small, by the way, that's probably a good indicator it's not going to work. Then you have okay, so you can see all of them. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 6 or 7, I don't know if I can. A lot of pieces anyway. So, oh, and the bag was huge. I've already taken it back. This was an extra collection kit they sent me because I called and complained. But basically, you put that in, you screw on the bottle, then you put in the outer breast cup, oops, and then the inner, and then you put in the outer breast cup. Then you screw this in, or push this in, like so. Super easy. And then push that in. And then you manage to wrestle this in correctly. This part's a little difficult. There's 2 of those. So it takes forever to put together, and then I've got to take all of it apart, to clean it after every use. And it took me about half an hour to 40 minutes to pump with it. So I mean, let's say it takes 30 minutes and I've got to put it together, and when I get up there, even if I have it already put together, I've got to set everything up, and so it ends up taking me another 5-10 minutes to get everything set up. Then to take it apart at the end, pour the milk into the bags, and get everything put away. Then I have to go wash it out. So I mean, it was taking me forever, and I got 5 ounces one time, 6 ounces another, and I mean, it really didn't hurt, but I wasn't, other than that, I went from like getting 5 to 6 ounces in the morning to getting like 2 or 3. And, you know, I called the company and I told them, and they said, well, we'll send you another collection kit. And, sorry, my cabinet doors are open. So I tried the other collection kit, and it didn't help at all. So I ended up taking it back to Target to get a refund because it was like $300. It didn't work. I gave up on it. Like, I was really engorged one day, and I said, if I don't get 3 ounces out of each side, this is it. I'm just going back to the Medela pump. So, because at the point, the Medela pump still worked. The motor was going bad. So, I mean, it kind of faded in and out. It wasn't dependable, but it worked. And at the very least, the manual pump would work. And that was when I still had the handle. I'm not sure where I lost it. I'm pretty sure it got thrown away wherever I lost it, though. Pretty sure it was in the work bathroom. Anyways, so I took this back. I mean, this is the extra collection kit. I went ahead and did not tell Target about it because one of the pieces, this one right here, you can kind of see, there's supposed to be a tab at the back there. It's supposed to look like that. I totally broke it. And that was not why it didn't work, obviously, if the extra kit didn't help. So I took that back, and I swear the very next day I worked, my Medela pump just quit working. Like, I couldn't get it to turn on, it didn't make any noises, so I went 2 days of working without a pump. And I mean, we dropped him off, and it took me about 12 hours before, like, the first day I went and hand expressed enough to relieve the tension, like, to relieve some pressure, and I think I got out 4 ounces, and it was still super heavy. And then the second day I just didn't worry about it at all, and I think it was close to 13 hours before I got it was close to 14 hours, or close to 13 hours before I got to feed him again. And I mean, at that point it was very painful. Like, I was afraid I was going to start leaking, and I never did, actually. That was pretty cool. But, so, we still hadn't gotten the return from Target. We bought a crib, because I figured the Medela pump would be alright. The crib was what we needed. And we got the crib, and I will do that when I will talk about that whole mess when I do the 5-month update. But, so, we didn't have money for a pump, and my mom sent me some money. And I still have the box. Sorry. I don't know how well this looks. I don't know how well I look. Here it is. I really don't want to focus on my house. It's kind of not clean right now. It's a Me pump. I got it today. I tried it once. It actually works pretty well. I think my biggest problem with it, which isn't even that big of a deal, it's just something I've got to get used to. I mean, it doesn't hurt like the Medela ones didn't really hurt. It's just hard to explain. Like, it was just uncomfortable, and then afterwards you have that achy feeling. But, sorry. My problem with these is that they are super flexible. And, like, trying to center it around is, like, it's all wiggly. You know, I just have trouble with it. So, and that's not that big of a deal. So I have that one, and hopefully it'll work. The Someplace pump, it was just awful. Like, my supply was starting to go down, and I just could not handle it anymore. as far as like breastfeeding goes, we're doing pretty well. I think he's teething because he's getting up a lot. Like last night, I didn't get to bed till like 5:30, and he was up at 7:12, ready to eat again. But I will talk more about it in the 5-month update. And I totally just feed on demand, so I can't tell you how many times I feed him during the day. A lot of times it seems like it's mostly comfort nursing. We did start him on solids a couple like last week, peaches, and then I gave him carrots today. And he totally loves it. He's not pushing most of it back out. He's still kind of sucking it, but like he's getting a lot of it in, so that's good. So that's about it for this, and I will do the 5-month update now.